Yeah.
Sky boy, sky boy, sky boy, sky boy, sky boy, sky boys. Outside nightclub, the might boys in super new jackets, yeah. Keep well hydrated. Remember, lots of water. Press A. If you're gonna be fucking making tunes where you want to scare people, you gotta be out on the street fucking, dishing out slaps. It's gonna be crap.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the Chargers. Next on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the L.A. Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the...
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, such a great week one matchup here, the Dolphins and Chargers. And fairly or unfairly, these two QBs are going to be measured against one another probably for the rest of their careers. Remember, Tua was the number 5 overall pick in 2020, and Justin Herbert followed him at number 6.
And let's add on to it because Joe Burrow went number 1 overall. He's led Cincinnati to 1 Super Bowl appearance. Jordan Love, also a first-rounder, getting his opportunity in 2023. And Jalen Hurts was a second-rounder with Philadelphia, and he's made it to the Super Bowl. So all in all, quite a class.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're such a talented team of defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On second down, Tua. And that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. This is taken at the 15. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. be Charger football here as they take over.
So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Braxton Berrios deep for Miami.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, the guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It was another typical season for Williams last year. Big-time playmaking and also an injury that kept him off the field for a few games. Still, put up just under 900 yards to lead Los Angeles, and he picks up the first with that catch.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there's still something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Returnable here for Davis.
Holding.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Matthew Stafford has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for, with both these teams in it to win it.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And here comes Berrios.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On first down, it's White. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on second and long. White. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. To throw, White.
A quick slant to Hill.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Dolphins getting set to go here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
There he goes, right side. He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
76 yards.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On second down, Eckler. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now it's Herbert.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
He'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Here comes second down at 5.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And he will pick up the first down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning. Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll come up now on second down. Throwing, Herbert.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Herbert gonna throw.
And that will be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 15.
1:16 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Herbert to throw.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Finding Allen.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
He's still on his feet.
And finally wrestled down at the 11th.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Herbert.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Dolphins, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.
Yeah. Sky boy, sky boy, sky boy, sky boy, sky boy, sky boy, sky boys. Outside nightclub, the mice boys in super blue jackets, yeah. Keep well hydrated. Remember, lots of water. If you're gonna be fucking making tunes where you want to scare people, you gotta be out on the street fucking, dishing out slaps.